Hello. All right. Thank you for joining me. Nobody's here yet, but for the people that might be watching this at a later date, thank you for joining me tonight. Who's feeling those great big Pisces full moon, new full moon vibes? I'm feeling it majorly. People do tend to normally, obviously, like lunacy is called that for a reason. People tend to act like lunatics sometimes around a full moon. So I'm just going to muse about that for a moment, because I've been really seeing that quite evident. And then when I think that it's a full moon in Pisces, it makes a lot of sense that people are going to be, if they're not in control of their emotions, they're going to let their emotions dictate their behavior. And maybe get like too emotional, have some freakouts. And yeah. So I'm not really feeling myself like that at all. I don't feel overly emotional. I didn't really sleep last night much, but that's because there was thunder and lightning. Like, it was pretty spectacular and beautiful, actually. And we had a bunch of rain, which we needed. So let's get some tarot happening. I am going to do a message for, what do we want to do a message for here? How about, what do the people that are feeling kind of freaked out need to know right now? I wonder which signs this is going to be hitting the most. Depends on the rest of your chart, I guess. Right? It depends what your rising sign is and your moon sign. Who's looked at their lunar return for this month? And if you don't know what that is, feel free to ask me. Okay, message from Spirit to who needs to hear this right now. For these current full moon vibes. Let's do it for all 4 elements. So this one will be for earth signs, right? Earth signs. I should know. I just want to get my little earth signs thing, because I decided I'm going to do it like that. I'm going to do it because Because if I do it for all 12 signs, I feel it's too general, but maybe not. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn would be a fun reading. And yes, I am making this up as I go along tonight. Yeah. Okay. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Earth signs. What do the earth signs need to know about for this full moon in Pisces? Taurus, Virgo, and Cappy. What do you need to know? Yeah, you might have known somebody quite recently who was acting over emotional. Fire sign. Ah, yeah. Nice. It's the devil, of course. Yeah, it's the devil. What's next? 6 of Cups. Reversed. Okay. Very nice. Very nice earth signs. I like how Capricorn just shows up right here in the very center of things. That's that's the energy that's figuring large right now. And it's interesting that, okay, so the devil is a Capricorn. It's Capricorn. And this is a Pisces full moon that I'm doing this reading for 4 earth signs, including Capricorn. And the full moon is being in Pisces. It's like addiction to whatever earthly delights get you carried away. Yeah, you could be getting carried away this full moon for sure. With the King of Wands, reversed. So, yeah, he's a fiery one. He's a fiery one, that guy. And you might want to, but whatever, like, I think you might be addicted to to that thing of like fighting and making up and fighting and making up. 6 of Cups reversed here in the future position. So, yeah, if you're revisiting this fire sign reversed, this King of Wands, whoever that may be in your life. It's tempting. I see it just going around and around and around. And it also, it's your emotions that are involved here, where it feels like, yeah, you're probably having a lot of fun, but I don't know, it's I don't feel like it's going anywhere, but let's see what's on the bottom of the deck here. The Page of Swords reversed. So that tells me as well that it's like the communication between you is, it's like really childish arguments. Like you wouldn't want to hear yourself probably, like some of the, like it could be you as well. What's next at the bottom, right under that? The 10 of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, so that could even be somebody in your family. It doesn't mean that it's a love interest, but we know that you get a pattern going with anybody, like a schema happening, and it's very easy to get locked into that, where before you know it, you're having the same like conversation. It's just like a replay, it's yeah, you might see things coming to a head this full moon, only to just go right back to how it was. But Capricorn also knows about the duty of hard work, That's what Saturn is all about. The task master, Gonna get one black and white clarification card here before we move on to the next element. One more card. Woo. Yeah. All right. The 5 of Cups reversed. The don't cry over spilt milk card, I always call it, right? Yeah, like to look on the bright side. And we have the Empress at the bottom of the deck. That's really beautiful for a big Pisces full moon. It's like the moon is like the mother. And that's the archetype that card is. Yeah. So whatever is going on around, or it's knocked over, has just been knocked over, will be getting knocked over right now. You're good, you're stable, and you could be actually really enjoying, I think, the vibe of this full moon. Nice. What element should we do next? Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. I want to know, full moon messages from Spirit. For Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. Okay, air signs. Here we go. High Priestess reversed. The Hanged Man reversed. I'm going to do 9 cards. 2 of Swords reversed. Reversed. Wow. And the Empress shows up again at the bottom of the deck for this Pisces full moon reading for air signs. There is something that you've been holding on to really tightly that's not allowing you to have a new beginning. You know what you need to say. I mean, that's what most air signs do. They have no problem giving you a message. They have no problem getting across. Usually they're quite good communicators. Yeah. This full moon for you, air signs, is deciding which of those things that you know that you want to express, that you want to express, and expressing them. So say whatever it is that you need to say, and yeah, just you need to access that, and don't worry about like holding on to it, whatever it is that you're holding on to. I see you. Yeah. you you know, High Priestess reversed, like you have, I feel like you have this knowledge, this message, and you to get this across, it's going to be about letting go of your ego, and not letting that go to waste. That stuff that you know that you had to suffer to get to know all that stuff, right? It was hard won knowledge. It's all the best knowledge is, right? By doing that, like you're going to have that's going to help you emotionally. Your emotions will become more stable when you put that idea, you birth that idea. Oh, wow. Look what card is right underneath that. The moon. The Empress and the moon. Beautiful. Amazing. Full moon vibes. For air signs. Yeah. And things have, I didn't even get into what the cards in the past spot said, because I'm just so not about the past right now. I'm so in, and it wasn't like anything bad. It was just talked about in decision, but actually also kind of having everything that you wanted. So nothing bad, just kind of murky. But I'm just all about what's happening right now. And what we're creating, right? Law of Attraction card. For Pisces full moon vibes, we have. What do we need to know? Ooh. Probably that card that fell on the floor. It says, I understand the rules of the game of life. Yes, indeed. Now that I understand the rules of this game of eternal life, now that I understand the powerful law of attraction and deliberate creation, I can pre-pave segment by segment my life experience into becoming the allower I was born to be. For I was destined to a life of fulfillment and never-ending joy. Wow, that's cool. That's a lot, right? Packed into those lines. Pre-pave segment by segment my life experience into becoming the allower I was born to be. For I was destined to live a life of fulfillment and never-ending joy. Word, Abraham. Wordy word. Father Abraham had 7 sons. 7 sons had Father Abraham. Hey! What do we have left to talk about? Water. Let's talk about water. Crabs, scorpions, and fishes. Crabs, scorpions, and fishes. How are ya? Woo! What? Oh. It's a little wax offering for me. So glad that didn't get more on there. Wow. Okay. Oh, cheers. So, crabs, scorpions, and fishes. Ooh. I felt like we got to use the Voyager, not the Voyageur deck. Although if nobody's made one of those yet, hey, get on it. Full moon messages for Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. It's going to give them a good shuffle here. Full moon messages for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It's just the Death card reversed. Nice. King of Coins. All right. You're the King of Coins. You are bringing things into existence this full moon. Out of this watery full moon, out of this compost of swamp, fecund, compost heap, you know? It's like if your compost heap just grew a whole bunch of like golden pumpkins. And you were able to actually turn those golden pumpkins, like everybody wanted them. Everybody wants them. People are going to give you good money for a golden pumpkin. Yeah. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands, reverse it. Bottom of the deck. 10 of Wands. So that's totally growth. There's a lot of growth to be had. It's the Ace of Wands reversed and then the 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Could be growing pains. Four of Swords. The Empress, again. Come up every time. Death card reversed again. These are the cards that fell on the floor. And the Ace of Wands. These are the cards that fell on the floor. So it's like the same cards. Yeah, except the Ace of Wands is not reversed there. Oh, wow. So the only thing like new from the four cards that fell, Out of the deck there is the Four of Swords. So, if you've got that Ace of Wands reversed and you've got the Ace of Wands also right side up. So it's like you are getting this, you're going to continue to reap the rewards of this time, of this full moon. Amazing. It might feel like it's too much. How I said, it's going to be like a lot of growth. It's it all at once does come with growing pains, right? Especially if you just kind of trying to rest as well, and you're not able to because you're having to be a businessman kind of deal right now. So that's understandable. But it also looks like you're going to be definitely having an opportunity to really enjoy this full moon as well. This full moon in Pisces. Whoo boy. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's right under that. Five of Cups. Crying over spilt milk card again. Yeah, it'll take time to enjoy this full moon. Congratulate yourself for being the master of all the successes, master of your own fate, right? It's you that's to blame for all your disappointments. So if that's true, it's equally true that you are the one to be congratulated for all your successes. Pat yourself on the back. Crabs, scorpions, and fishes. All of those creatures are probably literally physically able to pat their own selves on their backs. A crab, a fish would just go flop, flop, pat themselves on the back. And a scorpion, that's obvious. Like they're built for patting themselves on the back, aren't they? They're absolutely made for it. Made for it. Bloody heck! Bloody heck, where is everyone? Oh, wait. There's somebody there. Oh my gosh, are you still there? I didn't know there was anybody here. Hello? Hello. Hi, Chaley. Okay. So I'm going to go on to the next element here. You know, this is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius I'm going to do next. But I've been waiting till we do the fire signs till I light more incense. So I'm going to do that now. Oh, hardy hard. Here we go. Yeah. So Aries, Leo, and Sag. We're going to do full moon energies for fire signs, like messages, whatever comes up. Readings have been pretty awesome so far. I'm really digging the synchronicities. And I'm probably getting high off of the frankincense fumes. And this is also a great time to have a puff. How are you doing, Shaylee? How's your night going? Where are you tuning in from? Fire signs. Passionate fire signs. Aries. Go. Sag. Hey, Chili. Hang in there, babe. Yeah. Sometimes shit is... Yeah, man. Sending you good vibes. Sometimes that's all we can do. Hang in another day and then another day. Before you know it, you won't be feeling like that. Tomorrow is another day. As my Nana was fond of saying. Oh, I know. Like that. Yeah, I hear you, babe. I know. That's the kind of thing that gets to me too. Sometimes. And this is like it's a full moon right now. Like it's almost a full moon. And it's a Pisces full moon, so we're in our feels. We are. But it's a Pisces full moon. Pisces is really good at just tuning out. Like using something to tune out, like music. Like I know when you're feeling really horrible, you don't even want to listen to music. You can't even watch TV. Like I've been there, but that can be the fastest way for me to change my emotional state without like, see, I'm even smoking cigarettes right now. Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel that. Sun, Venus, Lilith, and Descendant in Pisces. Must be, yeah, this is a super moon too. So this is like for you, this is a super moon. And you might not be feeling super duper right now, but hopefully you can do something to, make yourself feel like this right now, like tuning into a tarot reading. That is so Piscean right there. And that's like, I do the same thing. I've got my favorite readers on here that I tune into too. Love it. So we're going to do fire signs right now. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And yeah, get the messages from and for fire. Fire signs. What do fire signs need to know for this Pisces full moon? We have the Page of Wands. We have like a naughty child who was like playing with matches in your life while you are right now actually kind of have the whole world in your hands. And you are and should be feeling pretty cocky about that. Like you got it. And so what? Okay. So we have the Three of Wands. It's like, it's all wands, which is all fire. And then we have water at the bottom of the deck, and the Seven of Cups, where she literally does not know. Like, she's just like, what the F? Right? Like that. Totally. It's totally got her discombobulated right now, this full moon. Don't even know what to like focus on with your feelings, because you feel so many different ways about so many different things. Yeah, that would make sense. Ooh, nice. I'm getting some popping and hissing. So you're waiting for something to come back to you. Let's see. Get some black and white message. One black and white message. Fire signs. Fire signs get all fire. It's all fire all the time. Two of Swords, and then the Three of Wands again at the bottom of the deck. That repeats. You know, it's indecision. Like you don't know what to. You can't decide. You can't even can't decide what to even feel about what's going on. And the only way to do that is to go inwards, to find your balance. It's all about staying. This message is purely about staying balanced right now, because you are bringing whatever you're feeling and thinking right now is what you're bringing into manifestation. Full moons are about manifestation. So just staying balanced right now and staying grounded and knowing that you are the one that has the power. You are the one you're the only one actually that has the insight, that has into your own life, right? You're the only one that has that. You're the only one who can be in touch with your higher self. Nobody else can. And nobody else can tell you what that fucking is or feels like. So, of course, that was very intense. Yeah. Wouldn't expect anything less from this full moon. I'm a Virgo. That's my sun sign. And yeah, I've got plenty Virgo and Pisces and Scorpio in my chart, but lots of Pisces and Virgo. Oh, thank you. Oh gosh. Yeah, it's almost my birthday month, right? It's also my favorite time of year here. 38th parallel. Okay. Oh, you also have a Scorpio stellium. Sweet. Yeah. More. Yeah. Hella water. Hella water. So, do you want to ask a question, Shaylee? Or do you want me to pull you a card? Because I'm doing free readings. Yes, too much. My Virgo moon and rising help a little bit, though. That is so cool. So you have you have all that Virgo and then all that Pisces as well and Scorpio. Interesting. I love that you know about astrology. I am absolutely Yeah, I'm absolutely looking at every day. Why did the Capricorn Daniel kill my soul? Let's rephrase that, shall we? Let's rephrase that. Okay, how, I mean, here are some ways that we could rephrase that. I have Mars, Saturn, and Pluto in Scorpio. Yeah, no doubt. Sounds like you have a cool chart, right? So do you want me to help you rephrase that question? Instead of that, we could ask what you need to know to help you move on, or okay, so what, like, you could just be like, what the fuck is, like, what's actually going on? Like, sometimes that's just my question. Like, what is going on here? And then like but in thinking though, like, but what do I need to know? Yeah. Because and then often the cards tell me like what I already know. you know but like you need to take a minute sometimes to just like think about it, because often, like, that's the thing about the cards, is that it'll come at you in a way that it is it can give you a new perspective, right? Like, oh, different angle, which is what we need. But when you're in it, when you're so in the soup, it can be hard to find perspective. Okay. Chelly wants to know, like, what the actual. Right? Okay. What the hell is going on with this bullshit? Does Chelly need to know? Total fog of frankincense here right now. Love it. Could get a rhinoceros high on this frankincense right now. What does Chelly need to know about what the actual bleep is up? All right. So yeah, that was like a non-starter. That was a no-go. You've got you got the 10 of Cups. Ooh, the Queen of Swords. Dang, girl. I would say, like, you already have all no matter what happened, this is like, I feel like it's like you have all the emotional, you're actually quite emotionally fulfilled. And you actually, like, totally have it going on. Like, you're showing up here as the Queen of Swords, like, the swagger, You're like, ooh, I got an owl on my shoe, right? Like, hey, like you have the wisdom, you have the knowledge, you have the power, you have the swagger. Like you're going forth from this situation as a queen, as a total queen. So you're not appearing, you won't be appearing phased by this. And you actually, like in general, are showing up here, even though something just happened in your recent past that was a not like, I feel like a non-starter if we're talking about that. You have an owl on your arm? Oh, cool. So the when it's a major arcana card, it's a fated, it's fate thing. So there was, whatever happened had to happen. And but like you're told this is like the 10 of cups that came up in the middle. What's at the bottom of the deck? Wow. It's the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands uh, is like, interesting. It could be that you actually, gosh, Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This is the for me, the playing with the kid playing with matches. Okay, that's I just so yeah. That's the sort of it's sort of, is there a part of you that is just like this, like naughty, wants to play with fire? Um yeah. So but I don't think you're the one that actually, I don't think anybody really got, I don't think you got, I don't think you got burned, you know, um, in this situation. I mean, it's obviously you're saying that it's uncomfortable. Did you got burned? Well, yeah, I was gonna say like it's faded. Yeah. Um, the thing is, it's yeah, I like I not trying to downplay that. But like when I say that, I mean that like you are showing up in this reading as being okay. So like the Page of Wands, I call it the playing with matches, like that card. It's like it's fire, but it's the child, it's a childish. So maybe he was the one, maybe he is like the childish, the childish, uh, the childish one here. But in tarot, you can always look at the card and go like, okay, that's so and so. This is this is these are the qualities of a person. right? Like each court card has the qualities of someone. Yeah. And in the middle of the fire, not just playing with matches, but you want to stand in the middle of the fire because that looks like the most fun. It's the prettiest and the shiniest. Yeah. 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 Well, you were ready to just give her, and you're probably always ready to just give her. Like um, you want it all, and you want it now, and but you really do, like in a deep way, and yeah, not everyone can hang with that. You know, some people aren't. Some people are about what they're about. The Knight of Pentacles reversed right underneath that. So that's the like earth sign dude reversed. But when I get a querent showing up as a queen, and then I get a knight reversed, and it's about a relationship, it's obvious like that person's not on your level, right? He's not even a king reversed, he's a knight reversed. You know, and he's also like he's too slow moving. I mean, that's the Chariot reversed and the Knight of Pentacles reversed. It's like you want to go, and they're too fucking slow. Let's get one black and white card for Jaylee. Interesting. It's the Two of Wands reversed, which showed up in the last reading for fire signs, and the Queen of Wands reversed at the bottom of the deck. So that's some, yeah, that's some, and then the Eight of Cups right below that. So it's like two reversed wands, like the fire there got snuffed out. But you actually have a lot going on, like the Ten of Cups showing up in the middle of the reading, and the Queen of Swords is obviously you. It tells me that you have all the resources to pick yourself up. I hope that helps, Chaylee. Do you feel like that? Mm-hmm. Good. Thank you. It's been difficult. I got fired the day before. He acted like a psycho. I hear ya. People be acting like lunatics. everywhere right now. I've been seeing it too. Yeah, don't even like the bad. Yeah, are you trying to make sense of it? Because that would be your first mistake. Trying to make sense of people's actions. Like, it's always about coming back to ourselves, right? Isn't it? Other than he never cared about me at all and probably wanted to hurt me on purpose. Well, that's your analysis. You're analyzing, right? It's like Virgo can't help it. It's like anyone that tells me not to overanalyze something, like my brain is always analyzing everything all the time. It's like a program that I have to consciously give my brain other things to think about. Like that's why that's why astrology is so great, because it's so data heavy and it actually makes sense. It's an actual system that actually makes sense in a world of bewildering behavior and like things that don't, there's so many things that don't make sense. Actually, the main thing in the world that kind of doesn't make sense is other people's behavior, isn't it? Mercury in Aries in 8th house. Okay, so that's why you like talking about that kind of stuff. That would make sense that you actually like talking about astrology. Well, duh, because we've been talking about astrology. Yeah. I'll be right back. Shaylee, do you do YouTube as well? Have you ever done a live before? Because I'm totally new to this. I'm just wondering, like, if anything I say right now, I can like edit later so that I think I can like chop the end of the live off. You don't listen to. Oh, thanks, Jaylee. Yeah. I just did. I don't know when I think you tuned in on the last when I was doing fire. Yeah. And I didn't even see your comment at first because there was like a box in front of it, and I was just like thinking I would probably like, okay, no, there's nobody there. But okay, cool. So I can just like say whatever now and ramble a little bit. So yeah, I'm just was saying that, like, for me, I study I love studying astrology because it's like my brain is like a hungry a wild, giant, ravenous dog, and I have to throw it something like a good meaty bone. Yeah, I have to throw it a good meaty bone to chew on. Here, I throw it like a big, like meaty astrology, a bone, like, figure this shit out. And then it's like my brain just goes, okay, engages that program, figure it out, figure it out. Okay. And obviously, you can study astrology for many, many, many lifetimes. Sapiosexual? Qu'est-ce que c'est sapiosexual? Um, oh, to date? Um, no. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, yeah. Fuck. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I definitely, I just don't yeah, I don't have time for stupid people. I can't. Life is too short. It's too bloody short. Uh, yeah, right? And yeah. And when I say stupid people, it's like I have met really stupid people, like that go to Harvard, that have been to Harvard or whatever. It's like you could be Ivy League. It's like, look at all my diplomas, but it's like, no, you don't get what's really important, like the deep shit, right? Like that's the shit that's important, right? So like people that are just surface, that's what I mean when I say stupid people. I mean people that are just surface. Like, but you just can't let, you just don't focus on trifling people. And don't focus on them. Like, I have to, like, trifling people fucking have been coming at me um, today, and right, left, and center in the this past week. I just, I've gotten so much better at spotting the dynamic that is going on and just not focusing on that if it's a unhealthy dynamic that they're trying to pull me into. Yeah, but it's frustrating when you get pulled into it. That's what's frustrating. It's frustrating when, especially when it's this like vicious circle, right? And it's like trying to break a habit. It's like trying to break any habit, right? It's like as I take a puff on a cigarette, I know. But again, like I just like go back to studying like the things that I am really interested in. Oh, thank you, Jaylee. It's nice to meet you. Utah. Yeah, I read something really interesting about Utah recently. I cannot remember the source. Maybe it was a podcast that I was listening to. But do you know about the origin of the name of the state of Utah, because it's Judah, like the Lion of Judah. So it's like, it's from the Hebrew for that, which it ended up sounding like Utah in English. I just thought that was cool. Yeah. There's just the little bits that I know about Utah are so interesting. I mean, there's a reason that spot was chosen. Like, there, for the people that settled it, which the Mormons, right? Which is so fascinating when you look at the origin, because this is a new Western civilization in North America, is so new that we can literally go back and see who, and they're called our forefathers in this country, right? In history, I mean, they want to be remembered for that, right? Where we're living right now is that's their legacy. It's everything like that's gone into this mix that we're living in right now. It's really interesting to go back and see like what they were consciously creating, and trying to think about what frame of mind they were in when they were doing it, like what actual technology they were using, and a lot of it is angelic, you know. Um, so I find that really, really interesting, that it's angel energy, angel technology. Basically, they were talking to spirits, about everything that they were doing, that they were consciously creating. They were also doing with assistance from other realms, the same realms that we are engaging in when we talk about astrology, when we practice tarot, when we get a tarot reading, when we give a tarot reading. Yeah, of course. Yeah, for sure. 100%. Yeah. Yep. Also too as well. Yeah. Yeah. And when you think about, so when people talk about like the Matrix, some people think that there's this program running that they're not a part of. But of course, it doesn't, they are, everyone's a part of it, and everyone is engaging with the energies, like whether they know it or not, whether they're being manipulated, whether they're being, right, whether they're being manipulated, and they're completely passively engaging with the energies by not thinking about it too hard and just watching the programming that's on TV, or maybe they're not allowed to watch TV because their pastor says, "That's not cool, just listen to what I say. I'll give you your programming. You don't get it from anywhere else. I'll tell you how to program yourself." But when we decide how to program our own selves and say, and realize that every moment you're either being passively programmed or you are an active participant in the big program that's running, like it's not just happening to us. Oh yeah, awesome. Yeah, I have like a little bit here and there, and when you're watching it consciously, it is really hard to you can't not see like how um how blatant and and point like how pointed the messages are, that like what the themes are, you know? It's like, okay, like you really there's some stuff they're really trying to drive home hard into people's heads. And trying to find like an independent film or something that is actually like artful, that's like a rare thing. But there are those, like there is such a thing as a good movie. I like it. I don't think that that art form is dead, and there who it- something could be a good TV show. Like I don't like, I mean, I definitely think that like YouTube is so awesome in that way because you can put anything up there. Well, almost. Obviously, YouTube gets censored too. Mhm. But there are also some really good YouTube channels where people are actually saying stuff where I'm like, I didn't know you could say that. Like, I thought your channel could be censored for talking about like her certain like kind of like secrets or whatever. Like it that's not even a thing anymore. Like we are living in a new eon. We are living in and it things are like they have never been before. There have been so many ancient texts that have been translated for the first time, published, being allowed to be distributed widely for the first time ever, 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 ever. It used to be, yeah, the stuff used to be hidden. There's been translations that have come out in recent years. That's just made me like, wow. There, it's like no one is like, people aren't being whacked for publishing this stuff. They're being like vetted, like they're being um, celebrated by. It's not mainstream stuff, but it's still stuff that was never allowed. It was only It was really secret, and now you can you can get translations of like all these ancient grimoires where there used to only just be like only scholars that would be able to read Arabic and have access to like the British Museum, or they would have to know Greek and have like friends that could also like look at the Latin translation and then cross reference. That's so easy to do nowadays. Like you can get in touch with other scholars all around the world. So people that are really serious about studying the occult, there has never been a better time to be alive. There's never been a time when anybody can get their hands on anything. Well, of course, like I think probably if you were really serious before, you would be able to do a spell to find out anything you wanted to know. But you know, that's way better than Google, for sure. But you can also, I mean, yeah, I'm rattling on. Well, Chaley, we'll have to stay in touch. Oh, yeah, I could go on and on about that kind of thing. I'm not going to post this part of our conversation right now. Do you have any questions? Do you just want me to stay on my soapbox? What's the Oh, yeah, that's so nosy, but definitely. How do you feel about since it's just you and me and we're not holding anybody else up, how do you feel about the ethics of asking that? Oh, thanks. Thank you. It's very humid here, so my hair is like a barometer. It does different things depending on the weather. My hair is just as mutable as my chart. So yeah, you can totally ask that. It's fine. But who cares, right? I mean, not you do, I guess. But like as long as you're asking that question, you're not moving on, right? But let's see anyways. What the hell? It just feels slightly greasy. Oh, hey. Hello, Theo. Okay. Um, Let's do, I'm doing, yeah, Theo, you can. I'm just doing one for Chaley, and you can for sure ask a question. Oh, yeah. Okay, thanks for that. Yeah, let's okay. How is okay, let's just see, you know? I mean, you're ready for it to be like, well, you might not get. How is he feeling? What's going on with him? Why don't we just like, what's going on with him? What is going on with him? Convention. Does that make sense, Chaley? This is like the Six of Cups reversed. Ooh. And the Magician reversed. Wow. So we've got, out of 3 cards, 2 of them are major arcana. So this was a big deal. But like, as in like, this was a fated relationship. What's going on with him? He is very, he's guarded and tricky. And I think he knows that he lost out on something. I'm pretty sure he's well aware of that right now. That could have to do with the fact that he is, we've got the Pope here, right side up. So this tells me like this is a person that actually has a lot of charisma, and yeah, they're holding on to shit, like their shit, like so tightly, and just being this like, it's got like a guru energy, where something that's actually like innocent and nostalgic, like a something that's actually a sweet offer, is discarded for like no reason other than they've got this funky guru trickster energy going on, which is like a charlatan. It's like this person is a charlatan. Maybe they like to have followers, but then when they get they actually have something something real, like something sweet, like a sweet, they can't do that. They can't, they're just, that's just not where, that's not what, they're not vibing that energy. They're not accepting that offer. Like they don't have that purity, like that innocence. They don't have that same vibe of what's on offer. That's not what they're doing. Yeah, they don't have anything to they're not going to give anything up. And yeah, they can't, they're overburdened, but they're still not gonna, they just don't get they're not gonna get the concept of giving an inch, like, because they're a fucking player, basically. Does that make sense? No, it's just like I wasn't toxic enough for him. Okay, cool, Theo. I will get right to convention. Oh, I said convention because that was the first one. I was like, okay, what's the Hierophant? And then I was like, was it these? So convention, I was like feeling for the interpretation of the card. That's like backing it way up. But yeah, did that make sense when you say like I wasn't toxic enough for him? That's so funny. Yeah, no, but somebody like what I'm seeing here is not because nothing you did. They're just that it's like, it's funny how in this deck, so the Magician reversed, I'll turn it right side up though, just because you're looking at it. So just that, so this thing, that this is the deck that I felt to use for this question. And the Magician in this deck reversed is like trickster energy. And with that Hierophant on the other side, it's the Wild Unknown deck. And it's so that's why I said like guru, like charlatan energy, like the charlatan play, like a player. But so anyway, so this deck, it looks like a leopard or like a cheetah, but you know that saying, a leopard doesn't change its spots, you know, and you can't so like they just are what they are. Like the meaning of that saying, right, is like, you know, well, that's just them. Like that's just how they roll. And I don't, you know, I don't know somebody like that really. So the leopard doesn't, like a leopard doesn't change its spots, like that's, I just yeah. That, so basically like, so he doesn't give a fuck. It's like that is the nature of that beast. Like that's how that person is. Just that's what the cards are saying. Yeah. So they're not they're just not in a position where they can have a reciprocal emotion, right? Like that's what's on offer with the 6. That's an offer that is that's why it's not being that's why they can't accept something that's, something that's like sweet. Yeah, because they're not sweet. That's not giving me sweet, There's something. They're a bit of a guru and they're a bit of a player. Like, it's what it says. Yeah. It makes sense? Cool. Okay, Theo. He's not a player? Theodora, female Gemini. What's my boyfriend? Oh, he's not. Oh, yeah. No, it's not giving me sweet vibes. Thank you. Thank you, Chili. You're giving me sweet vibes, Chili. Okay, Theo, female Gemini. What's my boyfriend Nico's feeling towards his ex, Maria? I want to know if I'm being used. Well, that's a good question. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That he did for 10 months. Chili. It's like that makes sense. And people will do that. People will do that. Oh, man. I just got to shuffle these cards to get that. Right there. What's my boyfriend Nico's feeling towards his ex, Maria? I want to know if I'm being used. Okay. Is Nico trying to get with Maria? Let's see. How will we phrase that question? Well, yeah. No, people like that, Shaylee, they do that to anyone that comes their way. They do that to anyone in their midst. It's the nature of the beast, as they say. So let's see what's his feelings towards Maria? How should we phrase this? Because it's important how we phrase the question. Nico. So this would be like doing a reading for Nico. Let's see. What is he? But it's for Theo, for Nico, for Maria. Okay. How about what is Nico's intentions with Maria? What's Nico up to with Maria? Yeah. What's up? What's up? What are your intentions? What are you doing there? The Mother of Pentacles. The Nine of Wands. And the Eight of Cups. Wow. He's divorced with her and they have 2 children. Yeah. So that's so interesting. So what's the bottom of the deck? The 6 of Cups. Yeah, I think he has feelings. But I think that this is the card that came up for the future. That does not look too rosy. The 8 of Cups reversed. So he knows that that's over. But I would say, like going forward, like there will be no going forward. But right now, yeah, it looks like he might think with the Nine of Wands, you know, he might have her on some kind of I want to say like some kind of like a pedestal, but there's no going forward with this. It's with her. But there is nostalgia. There's nostalgia. So it's like the same kind of nostalgia, like with like a, you know, it's like a friend, like that you have with a friend from the past where you don't hang out with them, but like you had some good times. So, but there's not going to be it can't be, it's not going to go in the future. That's a non-starter. I don't see Nico and Maria together in the future. How does he feel? Oh yeah, okay. How does Nico feel about Theo? Getting my CBD on. Woo. All right. How does Nico feel about Theo? How does he feel about you? What sign is he? And what sign are you? Theodora. I love that name. How does Nico feel about Theodora? Okay. Aries and Gemini. I'm going to use this other deck for this question. I'm just going how the spirit moves me. Things get a good shuffle tonight. How does Aries feel about Theodora? Okay. Okay. Wow. So all these cards came up reversed. We have the Seven of Swords. That's I think we have the Knight of Cups and the King of Wands in the future position, and the Two of Cups. Oh, with the Lovers right under reversed. The Two of Cups reversed and the Lovers reversed right under that, like right next to each other at the bottom of the deck. So the Knight of Cups is in some decks, in another deck I have, like he's the actor, because he is like the actor. The Knight of Cups is another slow mover. He does not have control of his emotions or his actions. He's not. He has the ability, like he has the potential. But it looks like he's the one that's heartbroken. I think there could be some history between you two. Like you're a Gemini. He might feel like you did him wrong in the past, or that you potentially were dangerous even if you weren't. Or maybe he's upset because you actually did do something in the past that hurt him. And I think he's like, I think he might think that even that, I mean, he might even think like, be afraid that you guys aren't together anymore, that you're going to like break up or something. It's like the Two of Cups is the Lover's card. This is the two of the minor arcana. Like it's Two of Cups is like the Lover's card of the minor arcana, and then the Lover's card is the Lover's card. So and there's a lot of he definitely sees you as his lover, I would say, but he could be afraid that you guys are potentially won't be anymore. And it looks like he's sad. It looks like he thinks that you guys might break up. Yeah, but it's not that. This was just asking how he's feeling, not like what's going to happen. So that's, yeah. I hope that answered your question. It's like sometimes, like I was going to say, I hope that was helpful, but I don't know if it was helpful, but it did answer the question. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm enjoying engaging in this full moon energy right now because it's so powerful that I just have to engage the energy and get on here and do some readings. Thank you, Theodora. Do you want a Law of Attraction card, Oracle card, before I potentially sign off? These Law of Attraction cards, and only this deck, because they made a few. Oh, Chaylee. Tomorrow is another day, babe. This is for us. This is for whoever is here right now, because we're all in this soup. And I don't believe life has to suck all the time. I believe we can always reframe things a little bit or make one teeny shift. It just makes things like even a teeny bit better. Sometimes that's just getting through the day. Sometimes you do just have to go to sleep. That's like can be the best thing to do is just get a good sleep, right? You're on the East Coast, Chaylee. It's late there, right? You need to get a good sleep. I am a magnet, attracting unto myself. Without exception, what you give thought to, wanted or unwanted, you begin to invite into your experience. See yourself as a magnet, attracting unto you the essence of whatever you are thinking and feeling. For example, if you feel poor, you cannot attract prosperity. It defies the law. Oh, cool. Yeah, I know it's still late, right? But yeah. Yeah, without exception, what you give thought to, wanted or unwanted, you begin to invite into your experience. So it's how can how can anyone debate that? That's why it's like, I don't know, this deck is so great. It's, the law of attraction cards, like it just seems so like kind of like basic and hokey because it's so mainstream, but man, it all something every time I get a card out of here, it always is great. It kind of speaks to what's going on. See yourself as a magnet attracting into you the essence of whatever you are thinking and feeling. So, yeah, I know, right? So, like, I try and do this. This is such a great reminder. Like, before you're going to sleep is the perfect time to really refocus. Like, your thoughts right before you go to sleep can dictate how your sleep goes, right? Like, what you're dreaming about and how. So, even if it's just like thinking of just like something good, like a good feeling, we all know, like we all have our own, like whatever that is, and go to sleep thinking about that thing. So, like something that brings you delight. It can be anything that you feel really good about. Concentrate on that. That's your fucking mojo. That's your magic. That's your secret little gree bag that you don't tell anybody about. That's it. That's your little secret hidden hand. That's your secret magic. And you just hang on to that, concentrate on that. And then you can't help but start feeling, even if you're just feeling like a little bit of that amazing feeling that gives you. Go to sleep thinking about those things. And yeah, I just talked myself into doing the same thing. Right? Let's keep in touch. Thank you so much. I'll be back. I'm going to start doing way more lives because I quit my job when I was working for somebody else for the past few years. And I feel so free. Yeah. And I just want to focus on my channel and yeah, I really, really appreciate you being here because it allows me to do what I love to do. And thank you. I enjoyed talking to you so much and reading for you. Namaste and sweet dreams. I'm going to end stream and hopefully we'll talk again soon. Night night.